Hello and welcome to release question number 9 for the Algebra 2 CST. It says, what is the solution to the following system of equations? We've got 2x minus 3y equals 4 and 4x plus y equals negative 6. I haven't showed you a substitution yet. I'm going to show you two ways to do this one. So linear combination, it's actually easier again on this one, and I like linear combination better because it generally is easier when it works, or when it's working out nicely at least. But we're going to take this one, and it looks like I could get the y's to cancel out very easily if I just multiplied the bottom part, the bottom equation, by 3. So this one I'm going to do times 3, and the top one, if I don't change anything, the negative 3y will cancel with what will become a positive 3y down there. So no change here. Times 3 here, we've got 2x minus 3y equals 4, no changing anything there. And then down here we'll have 12x plus 3y equals negative 18. Multiplied everything by that same number. From there the y's will cancel. Aha! Then we have 14x equals negative 14 from there. So very easy, I think, to get x by itself. By dividing by 14, we've got x equals negative 1. And so to me, I look at my answer choices, that actually eliminates A, B, and D being possible answers. So yes, C is the right answer, but let's just verify that negative 2 is actually the solution we should get for y. I mean, if we don't get that, then we know I made a mistake somewhere up here. I'll have to try to figure out where I went wrong. But 2x minus 3y equals 4. Why don't I use that equation? I could have used either one of these. I could have even used this equation as long as I did the times 3 part right. But I usually want to go back to the original equations, plug in the value for x or y, whichever one I solve for, and then solve for the other one from there. So I'm going to take this, plug it in right there for x. I've got 2 times negative 1 minus 3y will equal 4. This would be negative 2 minus 3y equals 4. That would be, if I add 2 to both sides, just negative 3y equals 6, and divide by negative 3. There's your answer. This is crossing out, canceling out there. Is that an equal sign? That's an equal sign, yes. So that's positive 6 over negative 3. So you'd have y equals negative 2. Just like we suspected, x is negative 1, y does in fact equal negative 2. Could you, as another way to do this, seeing this is a multiple choice question, could you plug these in, all these values, into both equations and see for which one both of the solutions or both of the values hold true for both equations? Yes. So yes, what I'm saying, in other words, let me say that a little more clearly, I hope here, that you can check your answers, you can figure out what the right answer is by just plugging these in for x and y. If they worked in both equations, then you got the right answer. The only one that would work in both equations, though, would be choice C. If you plug in negative 1 and negative 2 in for x and y into both of these, you'd get the right answer. As promised, though, I want to show you a substitution method one here, just so you know how to do something like that. This was linear combination, at least that's what I'll call it, or what I do call it, because we're combining these linear equations together. But substitution method, I'm going to take this one first. So 4x plus y equals negative 6. I noticed I already have y by itself. So if I subtract 4x, that will cancel. I'll have y equals negative 4x minus 6. From there, I can take this other equation and I can replace y with this value, with negative 4x minus 6. So I'm going to have 2x minus 3 times, this gets substituted in for y right here. So that gets replaced with negative 4x minus 6. That is supposed to equal 4. And so from here, I can distribute the negative 3. I'd have 2x plus 12x minus 6 equals 4, not minus 6, I'm sorry. Got to distribute there. That should be plus 18. There we go. And then I can combine like terms. I've got 14x plus 18 equals 4. And from there I can subtract 18. I'd have 14x equals That's an 18. There we go. Negative 14 And that looks familiar right there. 14x, negative 14, divide by 14. There's your answer again. X equals negative 1. From there, you would do the same thing. You just plug it back in. So I'm not going to do that work again, but we do the same thing as before. Plug it in for x, solve for y into one of these two equations. So hopefully you found that helpful. Number 9 should be choice C.